does virtual camera mean? After all these years, I still don't know. Is that what VTubing is? Woo.
Don't fall behind, okay?
I swear, sometimes I feel more tired
Man, not these guys.
when I actually get to sleep in. And like, I don't know. Maybe it's me realizing how tired I am. Because I'm not actually like that tired.
Man, not these guys. What's that, everyone? Here they come.
Sometimes I worry I'm so tired that I don't even realize how tired I am.
That's the end of that. We're not being misled, are we? Watch out, everyone! Man, not these guys. This one's tricky.
Excuse me. Oh my god, oh my god, what am I doing?
Those guys are no challenge at all. We're not being misled, are we? Man, not these guys. Are you ready? This one's tricky. That was a cinch.
Ugh. Where's my mirror unit?
Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone! This one's tricky.
Oh shit.
Good job, everyone!
Fuck.
This isn't good. Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone!
This is one of the big ones. What are you guys doing? Don't mess with it. Oh my god, you guys have done so well with not scratching at the door. Excuse me.
Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone! Take them. This one's tricky.
That's crazy. 2 enemies, and we actually got a Lucky Clover. Is that the one I need to post it? Yeah. We need 20 of those.
That's the end of that. I hope they get what's coming to them. Man, not these guys. This one's tricky. Watch out, everyone! That's how you get it done.
What? I missed something. The cats are being weird. Although they might just be going
Man, not these guys.
crazy because it is getting warm again.
Watch out, everyone!
Wait, what am I doing?
A waste of time.
Yeah, this is not a fight I want.
First, take a deep breath. Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone! This one's tricky.
Oh, excuse me. I got an there's a Baja Blast flavor out right now. It's like Baja Blast with lime. I've had it before. It's not that good.
Courage and foolhardy
I
are
feel
not
like-
the same thing. Man, not these guys.
I feel like I got hit with one of those things where they changed the flavor again. Where like, was it shitification? Where they're just like, yeah, we're gonna use like
heck is going
shittier
on?
ingredients. I feel like that happens every time I try a limited time flavor. The second time it comes back,
Come on,
it's
let's
just
get moving.
worse.
Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone!
Which I read a Reddit post one time where somebody said that
Don't
they
fall
don't
like, okay?
they don't eat limited time foods because they're like, if I like it, they're gonna take it away. But what's even worse than that is if they bring it back and it doesn't taste right.
Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone! Popping up like crazy. The number of beasts keeps increasing. Battle after battle. We gotta get through it. Here they come. Watch out, everyone! This one's tricky. Oh man, I'm a goner. Not good. That's the end of that.
Oh. Well, that sucks. I hope one of you cats isn't getting sick. Doesn't sound like that. I don't know what that sounds like. It sounds like you're tearing up my carpet. Or my rug. I guess technically it's a rug. It covers the whole floor. But
That's the end of that.
oh, it's okay. That would make sense too. I think it's actually my mom in the other room making this sound. And I'm hearing it through my headset and through the wall, which sounds like popping in my room. But none of them are. All three cats are on a blanket, actually. So I don't know what she'd be doing to make that sound. My door's shut right now, though. So everything's muffled.
Come on, let's get moving. Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone! This one's tricky. That's the end of that. What the heck is going on?
Oh wait, how many do I have? Okay, 2. It's only my second one. I was like, do I need to organize? I like a good organize. I like to sort.
Don't fall behind, okay? Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone! This one's tricky. That's the end of that.
The reason for that fight, even though I don't have my mirror unit, is the vulture has the strength star that we really want, and that's basically what we're aiming for. And then the fire doll has 3 different drops that I'd be willing to take, so that combination's the best one for getting away with the strength star, basically.
This one's tricky.
Same for getting my mirror unit right now. Although the gold mask is 2 things I'll take, so not bad. Pretty much anything but the vulture. Oh. What was me?
I hope they get what's coming to them. Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone! This one's tricky. That's the end of that.
Damn. I wouldn't even care. That'd be actually pretty cool if I built my entire collection off of just pairs. Getting one item from this one, that one item from that one. That'd be insane, actually. So long as, like, everything worked out and you didn't just, like, you know, always miss the vulture drop or
Come on, let's
something.
hurry. Man, not these guys.
Wait, what is this? Is this just two? Wait. Oh, it's a. Okay, okay, okay. I shouldn't take this one, but I'm going to.
Oh my, it's already over.
I should get back to just running for Death Mask. I'm shocked you don't find one. A single mirror unit.
Come on, let's hurry. Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone. This one's tricky. Oh, man.
I mean, in the base area, obviously, it's way too powerful. But, like, here? Or in the labyrinth?
Don't fall behind, okay?
I mean, they do drop in both places, so...
Watch out, everyone.
To be
Man, not
fair.
Oh, Nate, don't leave me behind.
You know, that is an incredible start. Fire Doll and a gold mask, and we got a Lucky Clover. That's a pretty insane start.
Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone.
Okay. There's a chance for something good here.
That's the end of that.
Oh, I was gonna say if I get a Dark Onyx and a Strength Star, I'm taking it. I was gonna be fine if one Death Mask didn't give me a mirror unit. Today's gonna be about compromise. We're not gonna compromise on our rule of 2. And I know what you're thinking. Didn't you already do that? No.
This is good.
Because our rule of 2 is discounted when there's only 2 enemies. Because getting 2 items from only 2 enemies is insane.
We're not being misled, are we?
And since 2 is the lowest the game will spawn, we'll take 1 item.
Man, not these
Also
guys.
because if we do that, 2 groups of 2 gives you 2 items, and fighting 4 enemies is like the most common thing you can do. So, yeah, yeah. You're just coming out normal. The best you could do is grinding 2s from 3s, which I have done. But let me say, it's really not that much different, honestly. You just can't control it. I would rather do that.
That's the end of that.
This is good. This is good. I like this. For like half a second there, the illusion was broken, and I realized that actually is
I wonder
just
where
like a
this is.
tiny house. Like, the illusion's back, that, you know, like everything's far away from me. But for just a split second, my brain was just like, tiny house. And I don't know, it was just really funny, but then the illusion came back. My eyes are bad.
Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone.
Don't judge me.
This is not sitting right with me. Man, not these guys. Are you ready? This one's tricky.
Death, okay. I was still looking at the houses.
Good job, everyone.
Ah. What is it that I'm going to do. We're going to try to get Mirror Unit, obviously, but we're going to do Fire Doll for sure, Dark Vulture for sure, and Death. We have to do 3 out of 4 for sure, as I say it out loud to myself. Because I'm looking at my list here, and they're all over 10. Mirror Unit, well, Strength Star isn't, but that's a technicality. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Don't fall behind, okay?
I only have 4 written down for Strength Star, but who is that? That's, I almost said Vaughn.
This is not sitting right with me.
That's bad. Jaster, Kasala,
Watch out, everyone. Here they come. This one's tricky.
I don't know who has the other one, but I know Digo has 3 of them. So I need 7 of them technically, but you only get to kill 20 vultures, so...
This is good.
Yeah.
Watch out, everyone. Man, not these guys.
Like, unless I get real strategic with it and I only take fights like this where there's 2 vultures.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
have trouble getting through here. Courage and
Which would be
foolhardiness are not the
nice,
same
but...
thing. This should help us put our skills to the test. Man, not these guys. Take one battle, everyone. This one's tricky. Those guys are no challenge at all.
Dang. I would have taken that too. Single vulture drops an egg. If I'd have gotten my mirror unit, ooh, that would have been slick. And then yeah, the Death Skeletars are gonna be a giant pain because
First, take a deep breath.
obviously I want to do 2s, but it's just I don't think it's gonna happen.
Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone. This one's tricky. That was a cinch.
Now, see, that's essentially just super gambling. But can you imagine getting a mirror unit and a strength star? Can you imagine? It'd be sick. It'd be sick. But no, I'd probably on the first one I'll probably compromise. Now that we've turned down that skull necklace. That was kind of stupid looking back at it,
This isn't good.
but again, I'm glad I did it
Not these guys. Watch out, everyone.
because there's a chance that our first one is just something sick. Pretty much everything except for that and a ho-ho bird feather.
Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone. This one's tricky.
It's really not even that much of a like ask if you ask me.
That's the end of that.
How many eggs? do I have? 11. No. And for one reason, I believe it's a 10% chance. Yeah, their highest drop chance.
What the heck is going on? Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone! It's not healthy to be a scaredy cat. Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone! This should help us put our skills to the test. We're gonna have trouble getting through here. Courage and foolhardiness are not the same thing. Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone! Come on, let's get moving. Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone! This one's tricky. Those guys are no challenge at all.
Oh, come on. What are you afraid of? You afraid of me progressing out of here? Come on. I still got so much to do. I'm not leaving. Not leaving anytime soon. Ah, yeah, because we got... Again, Fire Doll, Death Mask, Dark Vulture have to be done here. Death Skeletor has to be done. I'd like to try to at least get one double. Yeah, again, that's ridiculous to even think about, but I'd like it. And then the Mimics.
It's not healthy to be a scaredy cat. Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone! Come on, let's get moving.
I wonder where we're gonna come out experience-wise, though.
Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone! This one's tricky. That was a cinch.
We're pretty much, unless we kill another pair of two, we're pretty much guaranteed to level up here. Right? Because we didn't level up. Yeah.
This isn't good. Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone! This one's tricky. Good job, everyone! First, take a deep breath. Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone! I hope they get what's coming to them. Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone! This one's tricky. We're gonna have trouble getting through here. Courage and foolhardiness are not the same thing. This should help us put our skills to the test. guys. Watch out, everyone. This one's tricky.
Oh man. All right, so we're doing poorly here. I still don't regret my choice because I hate the skull
This is not
necklace.
sitting right with me.
We're like,
Man, not
again,
these
we're
guys.
almost done with it,
Watch out, everyone.
revelation-wise.
This one's tricky.
We have 3. So like, if I get one more, it's like, it becomes that annoying thing of, okay, we're done with. Oh god. That wasn't. There's 3 enemies there, weren't there? Yeah. 4. Probably wrong, but I feel like I only saw 2. I was really excited there. I wasn't paying attention to the start. I do kind of regret not taking that egg,
This isn't good.
because it was the other one was a gold mask, wasn't it? I'm not really that upset about it. Yeah, I should
Man,
take
not
the
these
egg.
guys. This one's tricky. Oh man, I'm a goner.
It would have gotten used.
It's not healthy to be a scaredy cat. Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone. It's over.
A little hesitation on my part there.
This should help us put our skills to the test. We're gonna have trouble getting through here. Courage and foolhardiness are not the same thing. Watch out, everyone. Here they come. This one's tricky. I hope they get what's coming to them.
Okay, so
This is not sitting right with me.
this is weird because we can't do anything with our weapons.
Man, not these guys.
I keep
Watch out,
feeling
everyone.
like I need to switch my weapons around, but
First, take a deep breath. Are you ready? Man, not these guys. It's over. This is bad. Oh, how pitiful. Popping up like crazy. The number of beasts keeps increasing. This should help us put our skills to the test. Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone! This one's tricky. That's how you get it done.
come on.
What the heck is going on? Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone! This one's tricky. Ha, those guys are no challenge at all.
Oh. No compromise. We ain't doing it. Come on, man. Not now. Don't get tempted. Damn. I think I saw my microphone's doing feedback too, which is just wonderful. It's random too. That's after all these years, of like panicking and freaking out and trying to figure out what the problem is and why it's doing it today, why it's not doing it this day, why is like what's going on here. It's just fucking random, dude. I have no idea after all this time. The other day it was doing it and I couldn't figure it out. I did all my usual remedies, I tried everything, and then finally I was like, you know what, I'm trying this. And I just shut my whole computer off and turned it back on, and it didn't do it. Fixed it. Just turned the whole computer off and started everything again, and I wasn't getting feedback on OBS anymore. And it's like, that's so stupid. That's so stupid. But obviously I tried turning the microphone off, tried unplugging the microphone, I do that all the time. Tried adjusting the settings, I tried doing all that stuff, and the problem is you just have to, you know,
Don't fall behind,
put
okay?
it all back. It doesn't do anything in the end, and then it was just like, god damn it, why? Why?
Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone!
You know, I don't know if it'll actually happen, but eventually I'll get a mirror unit and a strength star, and it'll be magical. Honestly, it'll happen once I have both, like enough of both of them, and I'll just be like, oh, look.
Oh my, is it already over?
Could have been the one. Oh no, I am getting feedback. Hey, howdy howdy. I hope my microphone feedback is not screeching into your ears or anything like that. I'm terribly sorry. I keep seeing that it happens on OBS, but I was just saying I don't know how to fix it besides shutting my entire computer down. So I'll have to do that after this recording. Oh, wonderful. It might just be OBS having a visual glitch then or something. I don't know. Thank you for telling me that. That makes me feel so much better. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Oh my gosh, that's such a relief. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, every so often OBS just shows my microphone just going wah 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 wah. And it's like, oh yeah, that's nice. Excellent. That is, you know what? I always hate the what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, but so long as you feel good, all you need is a good nap and like a single comfort food,
Come on, let's hurry.
and you're back in action. Yeah, it keeps freaking me out because it's like, oh man, I gotta stop this recording.
Man, not these guys.
It's like
Watch
it's
out, everyone!
freaking 2 o'clock in the morning. What do you mean I have to stop this recording and turn my entire computer off to get rid of this feedback issue?
Come on,
'Cause that's the only thing I've ever. And you know what's crazy is I might have been shutting my computer down this whole time, thinking it's a solution, and it's actually just nothing. I guess I've never really questioned it could just be OBS having a bug
Coverage
this
and
whole
foolhardiness are
time.
not the same thing.
That could.
We're gonna have
Oh
trouble
my
with
god. All these years.
This should help us put our skills to the test. Man, not these
But
guys. Watch out, everyone!
it is good to see you this morning. Yeah, what is it? 2 o'clock in the morning? Oh, I just died. Oh, god, it's not even 2 o'clock in the morning. It's 5. Oh my god, I am so. Oh, I'm getting beat.
This may be a dangerous situation.
Yeah.
First, take a deep breath.
Wonderfully helpful. Any big plans? I'm just, you don't have to tell me if you don't want to. I'm just playing this and,
Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone!
well, I think I'm just playing this, honestly.
It's not
Nice.
to be a scaredy cat.
I got up around 2 a.m., but my cat woke me up in the rudest way possible, so I was like, I'm sitting firm until 4 a.m. And then I started recording around 4.
Pumping up like crazy.
Oh no,
Here they come.
it's only been 40 minutes. I guess I started recording later than that. I don't know.
Oh man, how am I gonna?
I'm what they call an unreliable narrator.
This should help us put our skills to the test. We're gonna have trouble getting through here. Courage and foolhardiness are not the same thing.
Yeah, yeah. Today, my cat found the like single exposed part of the door. Because I've been trying to cover the door at night because she likes the metal on her nails, so she'll scratch the nails, so it goes.
The number of beasts keeps increasing.
And it instantly wakes me up. So I've been trying to cover the door, and tonight she found like a single exposed part of it, and she was like, "Oh, I'm getting it. I am getting it tonight." She's like, I haven't seen this door in days."
Popping up like crazy.
And I literally woke up like that meme of the guy squinting in bed, and it's just like, oh my god, you're just like,
This one's tricky.
I'm also practicing self-control.
That's the end of that.
I don't want Ho-Ho bird feathers, in case you're wondering. I bought a bunch of Pokemon cards, and I'm not opening them. Nice. I don't know if I have to help my mom with anything today. We're supposed to go to the grocery store because we do all of our shopping on the weekends because God, I love her.
This isn't good.
I love my mom, but she cannot shop for herself. She's one of those people that goes to the store and goes, "Oh my God, this stuff's so expensive. You know what? We have food at home." And then goes home and goes, "Shit, I was supposed to shop." Yeah, she's like famous for it, to be like, "Oh my God, this stuff's so expensive. We have food at home." Okay, we have nothing to eat. Like, that's, yeah, so we have to go together on the weekends, because what we do is we go to one store where I'll go in the store, and I usually get distracted and buy, like, just the essential things we need, because I get distracted, and then I'm like, "Oh, fuck, what did we need?" And I just get the things that we need every week, and then I come out, and she's like, "You didn't get any food, did you?" And then she goes into a store, and she comes out, like, skimping on everything. And then I have to go into one more store that's just so happens to be on our way home. And that's where I get all, like, the last foods that we need.
What the heck is going on?
Because we're both ADHD as fuck. And it's bad. And then if we don't go on the weekend, we just end up going during the week, and we make, like, small trips. And we're like, okay, we'll just get these 3 things. And then we'll just... And then it ends up costing us more because of the gas and everything. And it's just like, yeah, it's bad. But we're supposed to go today. However, my mom's going to run,
We're not being misled, are we?
and she's doing 8 miles outside, and it's about to be summer, so it's going to be like 90 degrees. So she's going to run 8 miles in 90-degree heat, and usually what happens is she takes a nap,
The number of beasts keeps increasing.
which is normal. That's what you normally do after that. And then she wakes up, and, you know, she gets ready for her day, because she's like, okay, I'm ready now. And it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Not these guys.
She's like, "Oh, can we just go tomorrow?" And it's like, God damn it. But hopefully,
Oh man, I'm a goner.
shit. Since her boyfriend's out visiting, she'll actually just go to the store with him, and then I can stream all day. Because he
Everyone okay?
just retired. So, not that I want him to do all my stuff, but he's retired. He ain't got shit to do, and he wants to do stuff. So, like, yeah. Yeah, he just retired, so, like, yeah. He drove across, like, across. I added a T there. I'm so fucking Midwest. Oh, let me slide past you and grab the ranch. He drove across the country to come out and fix our water pump because basically everybody was trying to scam us. That was such a stressful thing. Our fucking water pump broke, and
A waste
like,
of time.
I'm 30. You know, I've talked to repairmen before, but like, I panicked and told the repairman that like our pump had broken, and I realize now that they were all just taking advantage of that and like asking us the most ridiculous price for everything. Yeah, I was always questionable about them. I think everybody that has a parent that dates is always questionable about the people their parent dates. Um, but eventually I was just like, you know, that's I can't really say
That's the end of
I'd
that.
be able to do more because I'm sitting here at the house and I haven't done anything. But I called 2 separate companies to get it fixed, and I mean, one of them was like, it seemed actually not that bad, but it was $3,000 for them to come out the next day and redo everything. Which, like, it was Easter weekend, or yeah, it just was Easter weekend. And they were gonna do it next day, and he was like, I'm not gonna tell you a low ball price. I'm gonna tell you the highest end it'll be, so that like it'll be better on the second half. But like it's not gonna be less than 3,000. Or it's not gonna be more than 3,000. But it wasn't gonna be less than like 2,500 or something like that. So it's like, okay, so it's like $500 wiggle room, but like
How pitiful.
you're gonna be out here the next day. You're gonna do the entire system again.
We're not being misled, are we?
It's like, okay, well, my mom always requires 3 estimates, so like I got a second one. And the guy was gonna repair it the next day as well, but he was gonna give us a 17-year-old pump he'd just gotten from another house, and it was gonna be $700. And it was like, what? Like, did you say 17 years?
I'm not the same thing.
It's like ours was only 12. Like, how did that?
Watch out, everyone. This one's tricky.
You're not selling me on this, buckaroo. I shouldn't say. He was twice my age. I shouldn't say it. As soon as I said buck, I was like, yeah, I shouldn't call a man twice my age buckaroo, but it's how I felt. So then, yeah, my mom was on Facebook trying to get a third one, and she couldn't, so he was just like, hey, I'm gonna call it early on my family's Easter. Yes! Was that it? Huge. We finally got one. Hold on, let me... Strength Star and a Dark Onyx, baby. Let's go! I believe that's a 2% and a 1% drop together. That is indeed a Golden Frog situation. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Don't fall behind, okay?
Yeah, so I am essentially trying to farm all of the items I can for this. Actually, this is for attack. This is attack up level 1. That's actually a very important item. I'm not going to use it right now because we're primarily using Desert Wind, which we need a mushroom for, but we don't have that yet. But like this right here, that's a 1% drop we have to farm. We did farm alluring lamps already. They're 4% drops. These are 2% drops that we just got. What else can we farm? That's a 2% drop that we can farm and we might get around to. That's a 4% drop we're looking for right now. I think I can actually farm both of these, but they're both 2% drops from an enemy I can't even kill yet. I need to get stronger. Again, that's the same 4% drop. That's the 1% drop from earlier. We farmed these already. We needed 5 of these. They were, I think, 4% drops, but we only needed 5 of them, so that was actually super easy. I don't remember how many of these we got, but we actually got multiple double drops of these, which was insane. They're 4% drops as well, but getting multiple doubles. Actually, one of them, we got 2 of these where is it? And one of these all in one drop, which was crazy. And then the other thing is, some of these are, if you look in the bottom right, there's an apple. Some of these are foods for, like, the bugs that you get in this game later. Spoilers. So I need a ton of this stuff to feed my bugs. So you pretty much need, I don't even know how much, because nobody's done what I'm trying to do.
Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone!
So I actually don't know how much food I need.
Courage and foolhardiness are not the same thing.
I don't even know exactly what
Now, this
kinds
should
of
help us
food
put our
I
skills to
need,
the
so
test.
I hope that I'm not doing all of this in vain.
Man, not these guys.
But there's literally no way for me to know.
This one's tricky. Uh-oh, not good.
Oh, that's bad, yeah. I did save, right? Oh god, I hope I saved. I saved. I always panic after this. This is called anxiety. Oh my god. If you've ever wondered what anxiety looks like, I saved, right?
I hope you don't vote against us.
Oh, we're about to find out. Oh god, please tell me I saved. This is why I always save twice. Oh god, this is why I always save twice. I saved, right? Level 27? Yeah, that looks like we saved. Oh god. This is what anxiety and OCD looks like. This is why I saved 2 times. Oh, thank god. Okay. That is what OCD and anxiety looks like, people. If you've ever wondered, it is not pretty. It's annoying as fuck. I don't have the light switch version, though. I do count my cats. If my anxiety is, like, crippling, I have to count my cats before I leave the house. That is where I do have to do the counting thing, but it's not light switches. I have to count my cats. But it's only if I'm, like, stressed the fuck out, and it's like, I don't know. Like, I'm like, multiple bad things are happening, and it's like, okay, well, now I have to go to the store. And, like, I leave the house, and I'm just like, wait, have I seen my cats today? Oh my god, have I seen my cats? I haven't seen my cats today. And it's like 2 in the afternoon, and it's like I fed them breakfast and snacks multiple times. But my anxiety's just like, I haven't seen my cats!
Come on, let's hurry.
But
Man, not these
I
guys.
hear
This one's
that
tricky.
is the ADD. I hear ADD can just make your brain just fucking...
Courage and foolhardiness
What was
are
I
not the same
doing
thing.
and thinking?
Now, this should help us put our
And
skills
yeah,
to the
my
test.
brain sometimes just goes, have
have
you seen
trouble
your
fruit.
cats today? And it's like, I don't know! It's like that ad, do you know where your kids are?
Man, not these guys.
It's
Watch out,
like,
everyone.
no, they're cats. I have no fucking idea where they're at. It's like, they're probably on a bookshelf.
I hope they get what's coming to them. Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone.
If you're wondering why I'm not fighting the fire dolls in their big groups like that, even though I need 20 clovers and 15 or 17 roses, which are their main drops,
Man, not these guys.
it is
Are you ready?
because they're the most common enemy, and they often spawn with other enemies. So once I get my new ability, I will just start farming everybody except the large group of fire dolls.
Watch out, everyone. Man, not these
Because
guys.
again, they're the only enemy that spawns in that high of a number. So there's a good chance that they're the first ones
It's not healthy
done,
to be a scaredy cat.
and then I have to avoid them anyways. Or they're on the off chance, they're the last things I have to do. They're the only thing I can fight by itself, so it's totally fine.
Man, not these guys.
But yeah, I find that it's probably going to be, I'm finding that it's probably going to be better to just avoid fighting their groups and like try to fight these guys in groups like this. I mean, this isn't great because again, I'm farming for such rare drops from these guys, but you know, it just did happen. We did just get a double drop from them. No mirror unit, which really, really sucks, but I got a strength star and another 2%, and I'm taking that. Damn, mirror unit with nothing. Son of a bitch. That's the item we need. But again, I am not compromising. I'm getting 2 drops from every fight. Except for Ho-Ho Bird Feather and Skull Necklace. We'll take Nebulodon Egg. We'll take the Dark Onyx. We'll take
This isn't good.
Firestone. Lucky Clover, obviously. We'll take the Rose of Courage.
Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone! This one's tricky.
I would like to get 5 Strength Stars if I can. If I can get 5 Strength Stars, like guarantee that I've locked him in. Whoops. That's not what I meant to do. I might take it easy on the vultures, which would make life a little bit easier on me.
Everyone okay?
But yeah, because I, if you can believe it, have already done all this, and then I reset it because I didn't quite do it like this. The first time I did this, only took 1 rare item per fight, and I got all the way to level 33, and I was farming the last enemies I needed, and I realized if I moved on and did all of the grinding in the next area for the bugs, I'd be like 50 hours in, and there's a chance that I wouldn't have the resources I needed, and I'd have to go back, and I realized that was my opportunity, because I still needed to farm a 1% drop from the most annoying enemy. That was all I had left, really. I had like a couple other items to farm, and then I was done. And it was like, if I don't reset now,
I hope they get what's coming to them.
I'm screwed, because I'll have to reset 50 hours from now.
Man, not these
And
guys.
it's like, that's not good. So I restarted, and as soon as I restarted, I quickly realized that if I stuck to getting 2 items every fight, it would actually put me not ahead, because the whole point is to get ahead. We're always going to be ahead. But it would put me so much further ahead of like normal grinding that it was like, oh, this is insane. And then the more research I did, I ended up finding like really cool, like, oh, if I fight this enemy, there's a certain chance I can get this item and then this item and then this item. And then I was like, oh, I only need 1 or 2 of these. If I do everything correctly and farm as many of these as I can, I'll have leftover experience where I can farm like a couple of these items and a couple of those items. And then at the very end, I noticed that 1 specific area's mimics have a 1% chance to drop an item found nowhere else in the 3 chapters that I have available to me. Now again, mind you, I have chapter 1's area, chapter 7, and chapter 10 areas available to me. Not all of them, but most of them. So I have a lot of loot available.
We're gonna have trouble getting through here.
Like, I can... We go up here, I have all of this. And then we have all of this. And then we have all of the labyrinth. And then we have the desert. And then we also have Johannesburg, where we are now. However, the only 2 dark music boxes are dropped by a mimic. Actually, I only knew of 1. The only reason I found the second one was because I actually restarted, and I was like, huh, you know what? I am gonna restart. And I restarted, and when I was recollecting all the chests that I had to recollect, because I restarted, I found in the guidebook that there was a second mimic. Well, actually, I knew about the second mimic, but I didn't realize he had the drop, and like everything came together that I was like, oh my god, there's 2 mimics. And that 1 drop actually unlocks very powerful attacks for 2 of my favorite characters. So by getting 2 of those items, I can unlock some of their best attacks as soon as possible. And again, originally I thought there was 1, so I was gonna have to do this like whole balancing act of like, oh god, who gets the item? Hilariously, now that there's 2, I get to like, oh, 1 for each. But one of the characters actually has 2 abilities that both use the item, so I still actually have to do a balancing act of like, ah, God, like this one or that one. I think in the end it's going to be super obvious which one I pick because one of the attacks comes with the chance to instantly kill the opponent. So it's like, I think it's that one. It's not going to be, you know, those are never the best abilities in the game, but for the sake of doing the most overpowered playthrough possible, I think I'm going to pick the instant kill. But yeah, no, I was sitting there farming the 1% drop, and I was just like, dang, dude. Yeah. Because it's, I think the moves are Hellfire Flame. And then what's it? It's, I can't even remember what it's called, but when I looked at it, I looked it up, and it was just like, wait, what is this? And it was like, it's a lightning-based instant death attack. And it was like, oh, yeah, no, I think it's that one. Oh, yeah, Death Break. It's Hellfire Flame or Death Break. And it's like, okay, they're both cool. But it's like, what's Death Break? Come on, you can sit with me. You're stinky. Why? No, I fed you. I scooped your poop last night. I mean, I'll scoop it again before we're supposed to go to the grocery store 4 hours from now. So I'll probably be able to record 2 more sessions. So probably a 6-hour recording today? Or no. Okay, I'm an hour in.
Man, not these guys.
Shoot, that sucks. So I'll record another hour, take a break, and then, so probably a 4.5 hour recording today.
This should help us put our skills to the test.
Unless she does the thing where she's like, no, I'm going to take a nap and then we'll go tomorrow. And then, yeah. Or, again, she goes with her boyfriend and I don't have to go at all. But he just spent the last 2 days standing outside fixing the water pump, though. So he's going to have to take a break soon or he's just going to cook. Because he's not built for the desert. I dearly respect what he's doing. But yeah, he's woefully underestimating the desert sun, and that literally kills people. Thankfully, my mom's an ultra runner, so like we have like super recovery drinks and stuff like that for when she's running, and he's been drinking those, but like they're not gonna save him. They'll keep him afloat, but like he has to stop. But
Come on, let's get moving.
yeah. But again, he's 60 and retired. He's like, I ain't gonna be able. I can't tell him what to do. Literally, it's literally not how the U.S.
This is not sitting right with me.
fucking white people hierarchy works. A 30-year-old white man does not tell a 60-year-old white man what to do. That's just how the fucking white order goes.
I'll take you on.
Especially when he retires. It's like, it's nope, that's out of my tax bracket. Hi, baby. I know. Yep, I saw you jump up here. You've been waiting to headbutt me. I'm very happy you were waiting to headbutt me. Ow! My God! Okay, I won't pet you, ass. Well, now you're freaking me out. Sorry, I had to take my sweatshirt off. I had Icy Hot on my arm the other day, and it was like, you know, rubbing off onto my sweatshirt because it was on my arm. And I learned that because I wanted to, like, before I sat down with my cats, I wanted to make sure it wasn't dangerous. And yeah, Icy Hot's apparently super dangerous for cats. And I wanted to take my sweatshirt off because I'm still worried about it, like, being on there. Anyways, yeah, no, I 100% let him know and offered him water multiple times and be like, you know, hey, you probably should take a break, do this, do that, blah, blah, blah. But the thing about it is like, if you're an avid hiker or something like that, there are times out in the desert where, like, it's 85 degrees and there's a breeze and it's like, oh my god, this is the best hiking weather ever. Like, this is the perfect day. It's so nice. But the desert sun is like, there's no clouds. There's nothing. You're just getting pure UV and it is like literally killing you. And then since there's no humidity, you never sweat.
Any injuries, anyone?
So you never actually feel like you're doing anything. And it's so dangerous. And like, I think he's getting lost in the sauce of that because it's that time of year where it gets to like 85, 90 degrees, but it's spring, summerish. So there's a great breeze every day. And it's like, dog, you're gonna feel good for like in a week, and then you're gonna be down for like 6 months. Like, please. I did it the first time I moved out here. I did everything right. I even did like my hiking correctly, because my mom had taught me that you, no matter what, you turn around at half water.
Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone.
And my god, man, I didn't realize the trail I was on was downhill because it was like so not uphill, or no, how do I want to say this? It was so not downhill that when I turned around, I could finally see like, oh shit. Like, I have to go, wait, uphill? Have I been walking? And it was just like, I realized I was on like just a fucking slant. But it was so, you couldn't tell. It was so gradual that you just couldn't tell until like, oh shit, I have to walk back up and I'm tired and I'm at half water and it's later in the day and it's like, oh, I've made mistakes. It's like, I thought I did everything correctly, but I didn't. I don't think I could have ever looked up the grade of the trail. I don't think I actually knew that information, which you could classify that as unprepared, but
Good job, everyone.
I did it. Pretty sure it was about 8 miles. I walked the whole thing. So when I very first moved out to the desert, I was like, I'm going on a hike. It's like, I know this trail. I've done it with my mom. I'm familiar with it, but God, it had been, I don't know how long since I'd walked it. So it was just like, I'm picturing the trail in my head, and it's it's most likely a picture out of a book that I'm remembering and not the actual
I hope the
trail.
Joe's coming to him.
But
Man, not these
I
guys.
should have looked it up.
Watch out, everyone.
There's websites for that. I knew better, but honestly, I don't think I don't know if the websites I used would have had the information for like, hey, it's uphill the whole way back. I use those now, like all trails and all those things. I listed one, I'm sorry, but it's early. I'm tired. But like you can see like other people's comments and whatnot, and they'll be like, hey, yeah, it says this one's intermediate, but it's not. It's actually really difficult. And then sometimes you'll see one where people are like, yeah, this one says that it's hard, but it's actually really easy. I do this for my morning run. And there'll be like 19 other comments where people are like, yeah, no, this is not good for morning runs. Do not bring your dog here. And then there'll be like 4 comments where people are like, I bring my dog all the time. And it's like, oh my god. Oh my god. You bring your dog here?
Man, not these guys.
And yeah, people are just like, I bring my dog all the time. That happened to my poor mom. My mom went somewhere with this person we knew from our town, and she was like, no, we take our dogs there all the time, and then we take them off leash. And my mom was like, I don't think you can do that. And she's like, we do it all the time. Like, come on, bring your dog. Like, it's so much fun. We all bring our dogs. And my mom got there, and they all let their dogs off the leash, and they immediately got yelled at by other people at the park. The woman just started screaming at the other people, and my poor mom was just like, oh my god, I need to get our dog and go. Like, I don't remember how it all played out in the end, but I just remember my mom's telling of the story and me sitting there like, oh, Jesus Christ, like, I'd have just ran to the car. Like, second-hand conflict is, like, my least favorite thing on this planet. There's nothing worse than sitting there and enjoying your life, and then somebody else is like, I'm gonna start a fight. No, thank you. Please, no, thank you.
How pitiful.
But yeah, my poor mom was just like, I don't think we can do that at this park. Okay, if you say so, if you do this all the time, we can try it. And then my mom was just immediately like, yeah, I knew we couldn't. I knew we couldn't. Oh god, I knew we couldn't.
How pitiful. This should help us put our skills to the test. Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone! Come on, let's hurry.
The only benefit, she was a terrible person.
I'll take you on. Watch out, everyone!
So after that situation, it was pretty easy to distance ourselves from them. We had met them through the gym in our local town. And she also ran the, not the, but one of the local, dog daycares. So. Hey, good morning. I hope you're feeling better. Hope the allergies are wavering.
We're gonna have trouble getting through here.
But yeah, after that it was just like, oh dear God, I hope you're not taking our dog here. And then there was like a realization moment of, oh God, you take our dog here. So it was a very easy decision. I hope you're doing well. That's actually one of the reasons why I pretty much exclusively watch the dog now. It's like, as much as we want to take the dog to daycare. Oh, double. 4-4. I'm going for that. We just got an egg and 2 onyxes, I think. Yeah. Although I really... Okay, so if I take this... I'm taking it. I have to pretty much take the rare items from this point on, though.
I hope they get what's coming to them.
So no compromising from this point on. That was our compromise. That was a real good compromise right there, though. That was solid. I'm very happy with that. That was only a compromise in the fact that I actually didn't get rarer, or actually, no, I got rarer drops than what I wanted. Which is such a weird compromise. That was multiple rarer drops than what I wanted. But I feel like I'm compromising and taking them because I really need the items I want. But they're 4% drops, and we just got 2% drops. That feels so weird. But that is a compromise. That is the last compromise. Because we didn't get any of the items I wanted right there. Or I need. We didn't get any of the items well... No. Both. That's so crazy. What game you hunting on?
We're gonna have trouble getting through here.
My mental health depends on not hunting right now.
This should help us put our skills to the
Because
test.
I'm about to finish badge 2, but I don't have my shiny, so I'm just gonna be running around shiny hunting.
These guys.
And it's like, oof.
Watch out, everyone. This one's tricky.
I really hope that my modding of the game hasn't messed with the DV values. I don't think it would. But I don't know. I'm not smart enough for that. I'm genuinely not smart enough to know that.
Take this. That's how you get done.
Absolutely not taking that. Hey, a little bit of both. Hey, a little bit of both. Fire Red Leaf Green has been such an interesting thing to watch recently. The amount of people who have seen, like, instantaneous YouTube fame overnight because of the re-releases. But, like, these people released videos on, like, how to catch Abra 12 years ago. It's, like, so funny.
Man, not these guys.
Like, bro, I bet you did not expect to get 20,000 views overnight, 30,000 views, whatever. 50,000, maybe more. Like, because you listed a tutorial on how to catch Abra a decade ago.
That's the end of that.
I feel that. I feel that. Sometimes, though, human chemistry's weird, and it's a pick-me-up. I can remember a lot of times where we were the party house, and I would dread having people over for the night, and by the end of the night, I'd completely forgotten about it. Although I'd usually forgotten that the reason I was dreading it was because I had a paper that I was supposed to be working on. So, kind of different. Kind of different. Probably doesn't apply to you.
Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone!
I feel it, though.
Trouble getting through here.
I feel it.
This should help us put our skills to the test. Courage and foolhardiness are not the same thing.
You can always be the guy sitting in the corner eating a bag of old Hershey Kisses, and people are just like, is he alright? And people would be like, no. No.
Come on, let's get moving.
I've done that. I'm doing that right now.
This is not sitting right
Yeah,
here.
I'm kidding.
These guys.
There's no chocolate in this house. It never makes it longer than a day.
Take this.
I actually did just buy fancy salted caramel hot chocolate mix.
That's how you get it done.
Because I like to make milkshakes with hot chocolate mix in it because it's really tasty. If you like malted milkshakes, try hot chocolate. But I got salted caramel hot chocolate mix. And at our local grocery stores, all of them have it, even Walmart. There's this ice cream called Bluebell Cookie Two-Step. And it has cookie dough and Oreos in it, and it's so good. So, no, but specific ones, yes. Usually, I'm not a dark chocolate fan. Yeah, Cookie Two-Step is, I will swear by that ice cream. The company did run into some issues. If you Google the company, I only learned this after I started eating their ice cream, and I was like, how have I never heard of these people? I'm pretty sure they had a giant salmonella outbreak or something like that years ago, and it ruined their image. And they had to, like, completely rebrand. And I have to say, the rebrand was pretty solid. But yeah, they have an ice cream that's literally cookie dough and Oreo put together, and it's just like, yo, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. But I'll do Cookie Two-Step, because again, you get Oreo and cookie dough. And then I'll add hot chocolate to it. And then you gotta figure out your milk situation yourself. But like, I like to do less milk. There's an amount of milk you can use. It's so hard to describe. Where like half of the milkshake is
This isn't good.
so thick it's still a solid, but it moves because when you tilt it, the liquid at the bottom of the milkshake redisperses to the top half, and you can drink it. But you also have to be super careful, because in this situation, if you tip it too quick, you just get a face full of milkshake.
Oh man, I'm a goner.
But there's like that's my favorite consistency. There's like an art to that, though.
Over.
And it's also really easy to just dump milkshake on your face and be a fatty patty. And I do it so often. I just fucking tilt my head back and fucking dump milkshake on my face. And then I'm just like, man, and it's not because I dump milkshake on my face, it's because I get to drink less milkshake. And I'm genuinely upset that I have less milkshake to drink because I poured it on my face. Oh man, I hate myself sometimes. It's so like, it literally is immediate of, man, oh, and then I look at it and I'm like, it's only halfway. Oh god, it's like 1,500 calories. They're so bad for me, but oh my god.
Don't fall behind, okay?
They're so good.
Man, not these guys. Entering battle, everyone. This one's tricky.
I keep forgetting what the German word for fresh air is. But it's like a thing they do. It's like they literally open their windows multiple times per day to get fresh air. And I keep forgetting the word for it. I'm not even gonna look it up now because I've looked it up so many times at this point. I know that I'm not gonna learn it.
That's the end of that.
Yeah, it's crazy. There's another person who swings by here a lot, Dicelander. They are slammed with school and in an internship right now. I haven't seen them in weeks. Feels bad. They used to watch like a lot. At one point, they were my #1 watcher, but now they're getting slammed with school and an internship, and I haven't seen them. Another one of my old watchers, just had a kid, and I literally haven't spoken to them in like
Man, not these guys.
over a month.
Watch out, everyone.
Just literally haven't spoken to them. But like that's, you know, that's life. Having a kid's like, you know, insane. Oh, don't say that. Thank you. That's crazy. Oh my god.
That's the end of that.
My brother has his master's. I can't imagine getting a second one. You guys are too nice. Stop. Stop. I don't know if you guys have a bunch of points, channel points, but in I think 2 weeks, there's another set of Pokemon cards coming out, and I'm gonna get that set of Pokemon cards, or like box of Pokemon cards, and then I'm going to schedule a big Pokemon stream. I'm gonna try to do like a big 16-hour stream again. I just did a 14-hour stream the other day, so I should be able to do 16 if I prep for it, if I get like mentally ready. And hopefully everybody can use their channel points to redeem different packs of Pokemon cards. But I'm gonna do my Professor Oak challenge, obviously. We're gonna do shiny hunting in that. There's still some grinding to be done in that.
Good job, everyone.
Okay, well, I'll think about that and take that into consideration. I will base the points of the packs around that. I don't actually remember what they were. I think it was 4,500 a pack. So yeah, it'll have to come down.
We're not being misled, are we?
What's scary is there used to be someone who lurked here all the time, who had like 13,000. And I know this because one time I was doing a Hunter x Hunter stream where I was reading Hunter x Hunter, and they commented that they laughed. They were like, I could make you read Hunter x Hunter for 6 hours. And I just remember thinking like, oh yeah, that has to change. Yeah, they helped me get affiliate. But I, like a grown man baby, couldn't hang around them anymore because they hung around another person that just made my skin crawl. And like a giant man baby, I had to separate myself.
I'll take you on. Watch out, everyone! It's over.
But they used to lurk every single one of my streams. I had a lot of people that used to lurk every single one of my streams, but some of them were so uncomfortably weird that I had to just end the relationship. And I look back sometimes and I think it was very childish of me, but then I also think about why I ended the relationship, and it's just like, you know, I think I'd have done it again. Like one guy, I raided in one time and I just straight up regretted it immediately because it was just like, god damn it, I forgot what goes on here. Like this is just literal degeneracy. I mean, like, saying weird is such an understatement for some of them.
Courage and foolhardiness are not the same thing.
And it was like, one of them I met, like, as, like, the first person I knew on Twitch. They had, like, 900 followers or something like that. They watched when I would start a stream, they would be in here before I'd even hit start recording. I would hit start streaming and they would be in my stream. It was crazy. They supported me so much. But the more that I watched their streams, it was just like, I genuinely don't know if I can do this. And then, yeah, again, I raided in there one time, and, like, it was just like, I'm so embarrassed. And then one of the people that I raided in with was like, oh, nice. Wait, hold on. Oh, was that a single death? Oh, dude, that was great. Hold on. It was a single death mask. Okay, 5 and 6. Perfect. That was sick.
This is no sin, right with me.
They were like trying to make light of the situation and have a joke, and the joke was taken so poorly that they got kicked and banned is the proper term from the stream. Maybe they were just timed out, but it was just like, oh Jesus Christ, like. Oh, guys. Thank you. I've always thought of myself as just background when you're sweeping and you can't even hear. It's just literal, like, secondary. It's like, it's not even white noise. It's like void noise. You're trying to cover up the white noise that's going on with, like, a secondary. Like, your fan makes a weird, like, and you're like, ooh, that's bad. And you, like, turn on the TV to cover it up. I'm the fan. Oh, man. Sometimes fish tank filters, when I'm trying to sleep, when I used to have frogs, oh, man.
Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone.
I loved it. Although what I didn't love, so I didn't actually raise frogs. Let me take that back. This isn't where my anxiety came from, but I anxiety raised tadpoles, and then when they would start to turn into frogs, I'd basically wake up every morning to a bunch of, like, tadpoles that had finally transformed completely, and we're like, hey, 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 you want to let us out? Should I take that? No. If you're wondering why I'm not taking that, is because the egg is a 10% chance, and the Firestone is a 1% chance, which normally I'd take that. However, again, I don't know if I'm going to actually need the Firestone. And the egg's the, like, most common item I can get right now. So as far as bad drops go, that's like, again, that was a double. That was a 10% and a 1%. That was a double drop. That was really good. But, like, it was the most common drop I can get, and one drop that I genuinely don't know if I even need. And the Fire Dolls drop Lucky Clover and Roses, and I need 15 rose. Actually, let me look. Is it 15 or 7? 18. I need 18 roses and 20 clovers. So, yeah. I'll take a Firestone if I get, like, a Strength Star or a Mirror Unit, something that I need, and it's like, dang, come on, give me a second item. Firestone's a great second item, but as, like, my main item, no. Because, again, I'm pairing it with the 10% drop, which is the most common item I can get right now. So it's like, those are two secondary items. And 2 secondary items are not as good as really 1 primary item, and I'm trying to get 2 primary items, so I guess that's the best way to explain it. You always want a primary item paired with another primary, but you'll take a secondary. However, that was 2 secondaries. That's the best way to explain it. But no, I'm really excited. We're gonna do Pokemon Crystal Professor Oak, and again, if I beat the whole, like, second gym area and I just have to grind for Pokemon, I'll probably take, like, 2 hours to run around,
Man, not these guys. Are you ready?
probably the bottom of Union Cave, because what would that be? Sandshrew, Onyx, Wooper at night, Sandshrew in the morning, Geodude, Zubat. Those are fun shinies. Or I'd keep headbutting because I want Apom or Heracross. But I'm concerned that since I modded the game, the DV values might be weird on the headbutt. They shouldn't be. I found a wild shiny. Everything should work. But my anxiety is, like, crippling. And when I, like, haven't confirmed something, it makes me even more anxious. Because it's just like, oh god, I have no proof of this thing existing. Am I just wasting my time? And I don't know. It shouldn't. In my mind. But it's Pokemon Gen 2. There's a good chance that it just doesn't because it's fucking spaghetti code. The saga does continue. I'm so hyped that I'm doing this because the first time I ever attempted it, I pretty much confirmed that it was impossible in my mind. I was like, this challenge is impossible. And then I attempted it, like, multiple times again on the PS2, and I was just like, okay, it's possible, but nobody would ever do it.
This one's tricky.
And then I attempted it once on emulator, and I was like, okay, wait, hold on. Not only is this possible, but there's different ways to do it. And then eventually, I came to the conclusion, like, oh my gosh, not only is this possible, but there's, like, layers to it, in the sense that you can get to level, like, 60 at this point in the game. But if you get to level 60, there's a, like, I don't even know how to describe it. There's a failsafe in the code to prevent you from getting to, like, a higher level. So future chapters will give you less experience.
This isn't good.
It's so weird. So, like, now I'm trying to figure out what the cutoff point is so that I can go beyond this point and still get the experience I was supposed to get while still taking advantage of all the rare items here. So, I'm doing so many shenanigans right now.
Man, not these guys. This one's tricky.
Shenanigans!
Watch out, everyone!
Shenanigans! Right now! Shenanigans! Hey, Alfarva, what's that place you like to go to with all the shit on the wall? You mean shenanigans?
That's how you get it.
That's a deep cut. If anybody gets that reference, I will be blown away. I swear to God, if anybody says shenanigans again, I'll pistol whip them. Oh my God, it has to be 10 years since I've seen that movie. If you don't know, it's Super Troopers. Yes! Haha, yes! Oh my God. Sir! Sir! Do you need assistance? Woo! Woohoo! Woo! Yeah! Woo! Sir! Sir! Does he need help? Sir! God damn. Hey! Bear fucker!
I wonder where this is.
Fucking movie, dude. Oh my God. That was so. Yeah, oh my gosh. If you grew up in like the early 2000s or 90s in that era, there was always this thing of like if you went to someone's house, there was always one movie that it was like, have you ever seen this movie? No. Like, oh my God, we have to watch this movie. And that was my movie that it was like, we have to watch this. So, like, it was always the best, man. Sorry, I had to update the title.
Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone! This one's tricky.
This is crazy. So we have the strength stars and the dark onyxes and all that other stuff. Those are all 2% drops. We still haven't gotten a pair or anything of the mirror units, which is the item I really need. Oh my God, I really need a mirror unit and something
That was a
else.
cinch.
Nope, no mirror unit. We've seen 3 of them now, but we haven't seen them paired with anything. Super Troopers, and then if I was trying to, like, you know, feel somebody out, try to check the vibe, I'd put the Dark Crystal on. And that is some fucking Jim Henson 80s. I don't even know if that's cocaine or LSD. It's probably LSD.
Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone!
I'll be honest with you though, if you are a Dark Crystal fan and you like the second one that came out on Netflix, just keep that to yourself because I will not have people talking about puppet kissing in my chat. Not in my house! You want to talk about the Dark Crystal manga? Go ahead, but I will not have that sacrilege talked about
What
here.
else is double?
It's just a strength star. By itself, nothing else. I can buy triple healings, in case you're wondering, though. If you're wondering why I'm not taking that other item, that was a triple heal, I can buy those. Not worth it. And again, if you're wondering, like, well, why not just take the rare item and, you know, keep grinding? It is because I have to stay below that certain level threshold, and I don't know where it is yet, so better safe than sorry. And at the same time, the battle recorder keeps track of how many enemies you've beaten. And if you beat the required amount, it goes hunted, and then you get points for it. So I'm trying to complete that so I can get their points while at the same time not over leveling, but at the same time getting all the items I need for my revelation board so that I can unlock stuff, but at the same time also getting items so that I can feed my bugs in the next chapter.
This is not sitting right with me.
Now, I could be doing more, but I don't actually hate myself.
We're gonna have trouble getting through here. Courage and foolhardiness are not the same thing.
I'm just mentally unwell.
This should help us put our skills to the test. Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone!
But it's okay,
This one's tricky.
because I dose myself daily every few hours
Not good.
with chocolate milk
All right.
in high quantities. About 8 ounces. Straight into the system.
That was a cinch.
I disgustingly could drink a gallon of milk in an hour. Or chocolate milk. And I know somebody out there is hearing that and just going, you can't. Like, you physically can't. I've tried twice in my life and have gotten down to the bottom part and given up both times because I realized, like, I'm going to throw up and I'd rather it not be from force, like, drinking myself. I'd rather just throw up right now.
Don't fall behind, okay?
We did it twice, one summer. And again, I've never tried it since then, but I have drank chocolate milk every day since then, which is roughly 14 years. And I've had some stressful days, and I've literally drank an entire gallon of chocolate milk
Man, not
in a
these guys.
day.
Watch out, everyone!
So, like, I know that if I was forced to, I could do it in an hour.
We're gonna have trouble getting through here.
But I shouldn't.
It's not healthy to be a
I
scaredy cat.
shan't. I don't need to. I don't need to prove it to myself. But
Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone!
I could do it now. I was weak when I was 16. I was weak. I've evolved since then.
This is not sitting right with me.
I've adapted.
Come on, let's hurry. Man, not these guys. Are you ready?
Because believe it or not, if you were in high school in the 2010s, you've probably heard of something called the Gallon Challenge, where you try to drink a gallon of milk in under an hour without throwing up. Maybe you haven't. Maybe I went to a weird school. No, I know for a fact I did. But nope. And I lived, and I won't even deny this, I lived a privileged life. We drove like 40 minutes to, like, I was gonna call it a beach, but not that privileged. But there was a local reservoir that we drove to, and we drank our milk there because we knew we were all gonna have to throw up, and we'd rather throw up on a sanded beach where you can just kick a bunch of sand on it at the end, and nobody knows you threw up there. It's the middle of winter too. It's not even like it was nice, but you know, not everybody has that option. Maybe you're doing your gallon challenge behind the Walmart you bought your milk at. Ew, don't drink Walmart milk though. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Walmart's I've literally done taste tests for all the different grocery stores. Because, like, I swear to God, all of their milks taste different. And they do. I swear to God, they do. Same with the chocolate milks, man.
Man, not these guys. Here I come!
I specifically drink one brand of chocolate milk. Because, like, I think they all taste different, and I don't like all of them. There's 2 that I like, and there's one that I specifically think stands above the other one, but all of the others. Obviously.
This should help us put our skills to the test.
I actually can't remember the name of the brand all of a sudden. What's it called?
Man, not
It's a
these guys.
white label with a little blue symbol. What's it called? Like dairy. It's literally something so simple. It's like dairy farms or
You're not
something
being
like
misled,
that.
are we?
But you buy it from pretty much Kroger, which is like a very specific side of the country's brand, but it's like I actually don't know the name of the head company,
Watch out, everyone.
but they own a bunch of grocery stores.
This one's tricky.
But it's not Kroger brand, because no matter where you are, they'll sell both brands. I know that for a fact though, because I've told people to go to Kroger to buy the milk, and they buy the Kroger brand milk, and it's like, yo, this isn't it. This tastes not right. And they're like, what do you mean? I bought what you said. And then I've like remembered as I'm at the store, like, oh yeah, that's right. It's like not their brand, but it looks like their brand because it's, again, it's a blue symbol.
Everyone okay?
So you think you're, yeah, it's a little tricky, but that shit's like crack though for me. And don't let anybody trick you. It's not the worst thing in the world for you. It's not great. Do not do what I do. But like, it's like sugar. Like, that's the worst thing about it. You get protein, you get your fats.
First, take a deep breath.
Not the most calcium in the world, but you do get calcium. Depending again on the brand that you like and that you buy, you might get even vitamin D in your milk
This one's
added.
tricky.
Most people don't get enough vitamin D. Milk, I think, is like I read, I can't remember the last time I read something recently on it, but it is insane how much water milk actually is. It's quite hydrating.
Those guys are no challenge at all.
If you're one of them people that's like born with rabies and you can't drink water out the womb, milk. Also, soda is like 75% water. Like, it is sugar and syrup. Well, syrup is sugar, but it's just water, syrup, and like caffeine, which isn't great for you. But like, if somebody ever tells you that soda is dehydrating you, they're lying. They're lying, bro. That is big water trying to convince you to stop enjoying your soda. And if you laughed at that, do not laugh at big water. That is a real fucking thing. Water's good. Drink water. But like, bro, life's too short. Enjoy what you want to. Do not let the people stealing water from across the world tell you that your drinks are dehydrating you.
That's what you get for tangling with us. I wonder where this is.
I'm a return and repurchase up to 2 times. Usually at some point though in that process I just don't repurchase because I'm like, yo, this sucks. But usually if it's something I want, I'll do it twice. And then I would probably glue at the end if it's something that I'm like, damn, I need to have this, but like, because sometimes when like you make nice stuff like that, you just, there's nothing you can do about it. I was watching a YouTube short about clay pottery in transit, and they're like, you know, when you make fine details on your clay work and stuff like that, it's just a risk. Like, unless you pick it up in person, it's just a risk. And I don't want to judge anybody because everybody's doing their best to make it through the day, but delivery services are worse than ever. Getting something delivered to your home is literally worse than ever. Like, again, I know everybody's just trying to make it to the end of the day, but like, I swear to God, package delivery is at the worst it's ever been. Like, dog, get your buck, but like, quit throwing our shit. Oh shit, it was the Pokemon Company? Oh yeah, fuck that. Oh yeah, no, I'd return it 1,000,000 times. They have the money. I thought it was gonna be like some print company where it's like, hey, we did like 1,000 of these. We made like 1,000 of these like sculptures. And it's like, hey, sorry to do this, but one broke. And it's like, yeah, that would suck. I would honestly, if it was that situation, just glue it.
Are you ready?
But if it's the Pokemon Company, no, absolutely. Oh, that's a legitimate fear. And then, yeah, you're on the... You honestly have to worry if they have, like, a fucking list of, like, hey, these are people who've called and returned. And then you have to wonder if you're just getting, like, pulled out of a box of other returns. And you're just gambling on who's got the... Yeah, that's a scary one. That's, God. I said that with the Pokemon Company, they'd have infinite money, but they're also great at FOMO. If you think you can, there's a guy on YouTube right now who does Pokemon sculpture repairs, and he uses, like, super glue to fill in the cracks and stuff like that, and then he sands it down and paints it. That's super technical, but if you think you could do something like that and just skip the whole return process, I would do that. Because people are crazy now with their repair, like, abilities. So, like, if you think you could watch a YouTube video and glue it and, like, fill it in and then dab it with some paint or marker, I would just do that.
Come on, let's get moving.
Because, yeah, that's wild with the Pokemon. See, they could just ruin all of the scalping in this, like, secondary market if they just printed more cards, too.
This isn't good.
I know that ruins the rarity of everything, but again, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think there needs to be entire, like, convention centers filled with people selling Pokemon cards worth $50,000. Maybe I'm crazy. Although, actually, I was watching a video the other day, and it's not the Pokemon cards that are worth the $50,000. It's shockingly One Piece. I was watching this video, this guy had like $20,000 One Piece cards in his case, and I was just thinking to myself the whole time, like, those aren't the real prices, bro. Like, what are the... Oh my god. I got into the wrong... I should have gotten into One Piece. I genuinely, like, I'm sad that I didn't get into One Piece, because I actually really enjoy watching and reading One Piece now. I was late to the game. I have no problem admitting that. But... where I live, it's never bought. It's just the one thing that sits on the shelf. But it's at the point where, like, buying One Piece would simply be for me trying to, like, oh, look at me, look at me, look at me, I'm buying the One Piece cards. Because, like, I have no desire to collect them. I'm just getting into the story and stuff like that. So if I was starting to buy the cards, it would purely be for the, look at me. So, I'll regret it one day that I didn't do it, but I'll regret it just like how I didn't buy the Dragon Ball Z cards and these cards and those cards, and there's so many cards now. I did buy My Little Pony cards, though. Ooh. I don't actually know what episode 1000 is. I do know where Wano is.
What the heck is going on?
Oh, nice. Okay, I won't say. I was about to say something, so I won't say it. I was literally, oh my god, that would have been such a spoiler. That would have been such an annoying spoiler too. Not even, it would have been the most annoying spoiler possible. That's so funny. I literally was like about to say it. And I was like, you know, maybe wait to see where, let's say where they're at. Because 1000 feels like it's at Wano, but maybe it's not done. That's so fun. I was literally about to say it. I was like, just wait, see where they're at. Oh, man. Because, like, of all the spoilers you could see for Wano, this was definitely not one that's, like, talked about anymore. When Wano was first going on, this was probably one of the most talked about spoilers. And then there was the spoiler. But this was still one of the biggest spoilers. It was just forgotten about because it wasn't the spoiler, but I would say it's probably one of the most annoying spoilers for the end of Wano there is. It's got to be one or two. One is so high up there that it's hard to say it compares, but I would say it is a bigger spoiler for the end of Wano than the other spoiler, but I can see people making the argument that I'm wrong, and I would have no problem conceding.
That's a close one.
I still haven't actually started my One Piece journey. I don't know if I'm gonna read it or watch it. I never read manga. I was introduced to it at this is so shocking, at a Scholastic book fair. You got like one free book where I lived. Probably because we lived in like a poor area, but you got one free book. And I remember, I can't even remember the name of it. It's like Awakening or something like that. But I remember finding a manga about an all-girls school. And I just remember thinking like, oh, cha-ching, bro. What did I just find? Is this what I think it is? And then I was hooked because it was this story about an all-girls school that was like supernatural and girls were disappearing into the woods and being abducted for like experiments and stuff like that. And it was like, oh yeah. Okay, hold on. This is not what I thought it was, but this is good. This is good.
We're gonna have trouble getting through here.
And I never finished the series. I probably should now that, like, you know, reading online is super easy. But it actually got me into manga in the weirdest way possible. Because when I went to Barnes... Oh, I actually died. That's the third time I've died. Just got my ass beat. When I went to go get a new manga, I don't know why. Something in my brain was just like, gotta be women. Oh, nice. Go for it. I know exactly what you're gonna say. But, yeah, it's a fun beer. Anyways, I bought Claymore, which was the best decision ever.
Come on, let's get moving.
And then I never finished Claymore because I let a friend borrow it, and then I never got the books back. And it honestly was probably what ruined manga for me for a while, because manga was not cheap back then. What's crazy is manga has not changed in price in like 15 years. Or maybe, again, it's just because I lived out in the middle of nowhere that it hasn't changed in price. But...
Those guys are no challenge at all.
I can remember going to Barnes & Noble and buying like 3 books or something like that and having them read by the time we got home. And my mom was so mad. So mad. She was like, that's not possible. And then when I showed her that they were like comics, she was livid. And she understands now because I bought Hunter x Hunter like during COVID. We bought it on Amazon, which was so, we got so lucky. I bought like the first, no. How did I buy it? I can't remember exactly the order I bought things, but I made sure to buy the last volumes first. And then everything else basically sold out, but I had like all the newest stuff to read. And I read it like 5 times. Because there's 36 volumes, so it came in 3 sets of 12. I read like the last set so many times during COVID, just over and over and over.
Ah, this is tough. What the heck is going on?
I actually don't think the fun fact matters at all. I think it just matters that you get to Wano. But again, I haven't actually read or watched the story. I just know the fun fact. I read the weekly spoilers. Like, I actually get like I check the weekly spoilers every week.
This is bad. This is not good.
I know shockingly a lot about modern One Piece
Courage and foolhardiness are not the
But-
same thing.
post Wano. Post Wano is what sold me on One Piece. And I know that's like a big like turnoff for like One Piece fans who have like been with it the whole time because they're like, ew, like, but dog, I don't care. I didn't think the story was good until post Wano at first. And I can't even say what changed my mind, because what changed my mind usually changes people's mind when they hear it, but I can't say because it's spoilers too.
That's the end of that.
Oh, there's a mirror unit with nothing with it. Oh, that's not even the fun fact I thought you were gonna bring up. That is a fun fact, but... there's also more to that as well. I can't remember exactly what it is, but, the mad scientists were specifically in one of the oceans. And Franky, yeah, I can't remember exactly how it works. But Franky talks about being dumped by pirates, and the mad scientists are broken up at a... I can't remember exactly how it works, but yeah, if you track when the mad scientists break up, Judge, Queen, and Caesar, Franky's, like, description of when he gets kicked out by pirates matches up, like, particularly well. I thought you were going to tell a completely different fun fact. Now I'm wondering if my fun fact is spoilers. It shouldn't. No, it can't be. It was revealed in an SBS. I don't think it can be spoilers then. Wow, that's crazy. I had a completely different fun fact.
Hold it! Don't leave me behind! We're not being misled, are we? Here they come. Watch out, everyone! This one's tricky. This is bad. It's over.
My fun fact was about the SBS that had to deal with Zoro and oh god, what's it called? What's that entire arc called? Thriller Bark. Is that a spoiler? I won't try to say much more. Am I not remembering something? Is that a spoiler? That shouldn't be a spoiler because it was revealed in SBS. I remember people were mad that it had nothing to do with the story. Am I misremembering something? I almost certainly remember people being mad that it didn't have to do with the story.
Popping up like crazy. The number of beasts keeps increasing. I hope they get what's coming to them. Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone! Battle after battle. We've got to get through it. We're not being misled, are we?
Alright. I'm just gonna say it. I hope I don't ruin anything. But Zoro's great-grandfather is... Oh god, what's the guy's name? I just want to say Sukuna now, but that's freaking Jujutsu Kaisen. Oh god, what's the guy from Thriller Bark? Who's the swordsman that he gets the sword from? Rio, oh god, what's his name? But yeah, Zoro actually is related to the swordsman from Thriller Bark. That's confirmed by Oda. That is 100% confirmed by Oda. But it is never actually talked about in the story. I'm sorry if that's a spoiler. I don't think it actually is a spoiler. Because I'm pretty sure people were mad that it has nothing to do with the story. He just revealed it in an SBS that it's true. But Zoro is 100% technically from Wano. But it has nothing to do with the story because he himself doesn't even know. Nobody knows, actually. If I'm remembering correctly, nobody in the story knows that Zoro is related to the guy from Thriller Bark. Yeah, if I remember correctly, that's the big, like, upset, is that it has nothing to do with even the manga. it's just a fun fact. And everybody's like, wait, what do you mean? This is huge. That's such a big deal. And Oda was basically like, yeah, all right. And everybody's like, this is such a big deal. What do you mean? And then, yeah, it's just like, yeah. Like, what? 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 And it's just, yeah, literally, it's been years. There's just a fun fact. But yeah, I feel like it's a spoiler every time I think about that, but it's just a fun fact. See, I don't want to even, like, touch that right now, because that's still hotly debated in the fandom. But again, it could end up being nothing. Because, yeah, he literally said that, but I don't want to spoil anything, but there's still a lot of stuff going on with Luffy's. Again, I don't want to spoil anything, but there is a person in the story right now that people think is the mom. Because Oda said specifically that she has been in the story, but she is of no importance to the story.
Here I come.
Croco Mom's hilarious.
Those guys were no challenge at all.
Croco Mom is kind of goofy until you realize that Luffy is actually Lucy and was also gender bent, so gender bent Croco Mom doesn't recognize her own daughter.
Come on, let's hurry.
No, I'm kidding. Oh man.
This is bad. Oh, how pitiful. Courage and foolhardiness are not the same thing. This should help us put our skills to the test. We're gonna have trouble getting through here. Here they come. Watch out, everyone. This one's tricky.
I'm so sad though. I came up with a theory for One Piece at a certain point. I can't talk about it because it's spoilers for both of you. But I was certain I had seen the light and saw the future.
This one's tricky.
And like I was so excited for it to come true, but I was actually so wrong.
This is not sitting right with me.
It was brilliant. It was brilliant. But I shan't say.
We're not being misled, are we?
I can't even imagine getting into One Piece now because the spoilers. The spoilers are just
Watch out,
everywhere.
everyone. Here they come. Here they come. Bunch of wimps.
Oh my god, I just saw a post today about Zoro, oh, what's her name? About Zoro sleeping next to I can't remember what's her name. And then, like, the only time he ever actually gets nervous is when he's talking to Sanji, and it's just like, oh my god, it's like Naruto all over again with the Naruto and Sasuke thing, where they were like, Naruto's only one true love was Sasuke. Like, I love this shit. So good. As I get older, it's one of the weirdest things to look back at old, like, mangas and animes and just be like, damn. These were, like, really just a bunch of grown-ass dudes who didn't know how to write, like, romance or anything. It's like, they're fun for, like, the powers and the, like, fight scenes and whatnot, but as soon as you start looking at some of the character development, you're just like, what is this?
Man, not these guys.
Rogue Galaxy's a lot of fun if you're not doing what I'm doing. Wait, why did I take this fight? I think I just got distracted.
Those guys are no challenge at all.
Oh, one lucky clover. The super fun part about this is once I'm done with this part, if I've done everything correctly, we'll again be able to grind as much as we want in the other areas. And since I'm such a high level, it'll just be like it'll be a breeze. And on top of that, I won't have to use my AoE attacks because I'll be overpowered.
This is not
So I can just kill stuff instantly without having to, you know, like menu like 9 times.
Man, not these guys.
So that was another post I just saw on Reddit today. Are we looking at the same post? But it was it top character tropes? But it was about how Naruto sucks as a dad. And yeah, like that is honestly the lamest thing ever.
Come on, let's get moving. What a waste of time. Man, not these guys.
Like Sasuke still being the way he is, I can kind of see because like
I hope they get what's coming to them.
I mean, let's be real. Shippuden, he kind of tried to kill everybody multiple times after being like, no, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Alright, I'm gonna kill everybody.
It's not healthy to be a scaredy cat.
So, like, I kind of get that, because it is cute when he shows up and he's like, look, I'm a dad.
Watch out, everyone.
But, like, it ain't good when he shows up for 5 minutes and goes, look, I'm a dad, and he's doing better than Naruto. Like, that just ruins the whole show for me. I have never actually watched an episode of Boruto, because the fact that he, like, sucks is just, like, that's so off-putting.
Here they come. Watch out, everyone.
It's so weird.
Oh, man.
Never in a million years. Now, again, the post I saw today, people were like, he would have, like, 10 guards at each post, and then, like, there'd be people, like, he'd have clones helping people in town, and, like, there'd be a clone helping an old lady, and then it's like, you know, that's a little bit much, but it's like, yeah, no, he is, yeah.
Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone.
And that's another thing. I've seen a lot of people talking bad about Shippuden, and, like, there's some filler, and there's some other stuff, but, like, bro, there's a reason people ran, like, Naruto into Area 51. That show had a grip. A grip on people. It almost beat out Dragon Ball. If it weren't for the fact that Toriyama came back to do the tournament of power, Dragon Ball would have been forgotten. It's not even argue that. Let's not even talk about it.
Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone.
People had forgotten about Dragon Ball. That's a real thing.
Take this.
Toriyama came out of retirement to, like, he literally was like, you're not gonna do my show like this.
That was a cinch.
So, a lot of the problem people have with Shippuden is the filler, but I'll be honest, I watched all of it, and a lot of the time, it wasn't until I was like halfway into the filler that I could genuinely tell that it was filler. Because, like, a lot of the time, the filler has good stuff in it. It just runs on too long, and that's when you realize, like, oh man, they're dragging here.
Don't fall behind, okay?
Because One Piece has, like, more filler than I think anybody. I think Naruto's really close.
Man, not these guys.
But, like, One Piece literally has full-fledged filler arcs.
This is bad.
And some of them are actually good, like, at the end of the day. Oh yeah, my gauge is too low. But, it's like, I don't know. I have this weird, like, thing with filler shows and episodes and stuff like that, where it's like, unless it's a clip show, just watch
That's
it.
how you get it done.
Like The Great Divide and Avatar, just watch it. Just watch it. You're gonna watch the entire series 19 times. You might as well watch The Great Divide 7 or 8. Just watch it. See, and that's the thing, like, maybe I'm misremembering, but is it Shippuden or is it the original one that has the ninja ostrich? And people used to dog on the ninja ostrich, and now it's like,
These guys. Watch out, everyone!
it's hilarious because if you haven't seen that episode, you're just like, wait, what? And it's like, ah, you skipped it.
Oh man, I'm a goner.
See, and that's interesting because there's entire filler arcs
Courage and foolhardy are not the same thing.
that like I've seen people come around on now on like internet
We're
discussion.
gonna have trouble getting through here.
Like the arc after Skypiea is all filler apparently, and I would have never known that.
Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone!
If I remember correct, and again I wouldn't know because I don't actually know the difference between the two, but if I remember correctly, the episode where they try to find out what's under Kakashi's mask is filler. And I remember when that episode came out.
Those guys were no challenge at all.
That was a big deal. I'm so glad you said that because that's like such a fun thing to read now. Because people are like, nobody hates Skypiea. Skypiea is the most hype arc ever. Yo, Skypiea has everything to do with like current One Piece. Skypiea is such a big deal. Skypiea is so cool. Skypiea is the best arc ever. And it's like, bro, people hated Skypiea 10 years ago. Nobody liked Skypiea.
Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone!
Yeah, Skypiea is divisive, but like 10 years ago, nobody ever talked about Skypiea positively. People used to consider Skypiea almost filler. That's not an exaggeration. I know this because I was a One Piece hater. So I'm not gonna spoil this for you. I'm not gonna tell you anything else. Skypiea is the most important arc in all of One Piece. Every single thing that happens in Skypiea is important. I'm sorry to spoil that. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah. Skypiea is, as it currently stands, I will say this as well. I don't want to, how much do you know? I don't want to spoil anything else.
Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone!
There's a lot of stuff currently on the internet that could just... Hey, how's it going? There's a lot of stuff that just...
Courage and foolhardiness are not the same thing.
We'll have to talk on Discord then. That's interesting that you don't think that then.
We're gonna have trouble getting through here. This should help us put our skills to the test. Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone!
Because from everything I've read, Skypiea is... I don't want to say it. We'll have to talk on Discord.
Excuse me, please do not leave me behind.
That was a complete spoiler.
This isn't good. Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone! This is bad.
Okay, so yeah, I am...
I'm a goner.
As far as where I read weekly, I am in... Just saying where I am is technically a spoiler. I'm 2 arcs ahead of you where I read weekly. 2 full arcs.
Man, not these guys. Watch out, everyone!
That's all I'll say on that. And then we can chat on the Discord. 'Cause I don't want to spoil stuff. I'm gonna say something that's spoiler. Because I'm
This is bad.
reading the weekly spoilers. Yeah, no, I just made the mistake recently of wearing... I got a brand new black sweatshirt, and I wore it to bed, and my cat came and laid with me, and it's just white.
Those guys were no challenge at all.
My sweatshirt's just white now. It was a nice black sweatshirt that I just got, and it's white now. One moment. Let me